Hey friends, Ari Koinuma here. Thanks for checking in. So I just released a cover of Midnight Oil's Forgotten Years a few days ago, and I just was really excited when I stumbled back on that song a few weeks ago because I just felt like 2020 being what it is. It's not a direct match yet, but yet it felt like a great song to cap what we all went through this year. And I want to ask you, right? What did 2020 teach you? I hear everybody going, "Oh, it was such a bust, right? It was just a hard, difficult year that I just can't wait to move on from. 2021 will be much better." And I don't disagree with any of that. I totally agree. But that being said, I feel a little uneasy thinking that this was just a fluke accident and I just can't wait to move on and forget about it all. I really don't see it that way. I feel like there was plenty of things that the year and the pandemic really taught us. And even outside of the pandemic too, I mean, just whatever it is. 2020 was a weird, unusual year, and it probably taught us. There was lots of teachable moments for each of us, and I am curious as to what you got out of it. For me, myself, it was a time of transition, and it was time to unlearn a lot of things. And parts of it was super duper low, very difficult. Lots of things that triggered me, and I mean, from the global pandemic to uprising in my local city about racial inequality and systemic racism, to getting into a car accident last winter, encountering sexual harassment myself, and then I recently even got into lost a lot of money and over online fraud that I should have totally seen in the hindsight, but I didn't, and I was gullible and I totally played into this crook's hand. So I feel like I earned the right to say that, it just was a year filled with gnashing of teeth and kicking and screaming and oh man, there was just one thing after another of so many difficult moments, but at the same time, one thing that I probably could take away is that I did my best not to wish the hardship away, and I embraced it in a way. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna feel bad about this. And to me, that is part of humanity's problem, is that if you look away, if you try to numb, if you try to distract, if you try to run away from the hardship, you don't learn the lesson that it's trying to teach us. I mean, it is unfortunate that it takes pain, and it takes sometimes a lot of pain for us to learn something. I wish I was smart enough to learn some of these things without actually letting the situation get to a point where it hurts me. But I didn't, and to me, pandemic might just be another one of that. I mean, obviously, time will tell, right? I mean, if this was a fluke accident, maybe we won't see another one, but then we may, right? I've read articles of scientists warning that the reduction in biodiversity out in the nature is a direct contributor to the likelihood of global pandemic, these viruses getting unleashed upon us. I have not seen a lot of major news media or just major sort of a leadership talking about things like that, in terms of going, what are we learning from this? How can we make sure that we learn whatever lessons that there is? And instead we're all kind of running around going, let's fix this, let's fix this, let's fix this as soon as possible, because it's really painful. Yes, let's fix it, but also let's learn the lesson. Forgotten Years. These are the lines that really stuck out to me. It goes, forsaking, aching, breaking years, the time and test the heartbreak years. Right? And then when you listen to that line, I'm like, oh man, that is a hard time. And therefore, we cannot forget this year and what happened, and all the lessons that we can draw from it. 2020 was a massive, monumental year, and we all came out of it. And I do definitely believe that what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, or at least what hasn't killed me has made me stronger. So I'm really looking forward to how this plays out in the near and far future, to see, looking back at this year and going, oh yeah, that's when I learned this, right? Some of the lessons might not be even obvious right now, but it will be revealed to us down the road. Anyway, thanks again for hanging out with me, and I'm looking forward to sharing more music with you in the coming year. So Happy New Year, and may 2021 be a dramatically better year for you and for all of us. Let me know what you learned from this year and what you are looking forward to in 2021. Okay? Thanks again. Happy New Year. I'll see you soon.